Welcome, first-person crowbar enthusiasts. My name is Cubits, and today we are looking at the most excellent port of Half-Life by Dr. Beef, who is basically VR's Night Dive Studios. He takes the old first-person shooters, the boomer shooters, if you will, and then brings them back in VR. So for a whole new experience, and it is a whole new experience. It feels amazing. It looks looks great. Plays great, and today we're on the Quest 2. We're just going to hit new on medium. And let's have a look at Half-Life. Ooh.
Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System. This automated train is provided for the security and convenience of the Black Mesa Research Facility personnel. The time is 8:47 a.m. Current topside temperature is 93 degrees, with an estimated high of 105. The Black Mesa compound is maintained at a pleasant 68 degrees at all times. This train is inbound from level 3 dormitories.
So it definitely looks like a game from 1999, but it's running at 90 frames per second. Textures are a little old, but we have hands, so that's a little bit of presence that we've got. We might actually just skip ahead. This is a long introduction. It's very cool. It was very cool in 1999. A bit vomit-inducing in VR if you're a bit susceptible. So we're just going to skip ahead. And we survived that fall, so there we go. Scripting in Half-Life, never changed. So we're going to go to the shotgun now. We've got our little red dot so we can aim. You can choose not to have the red dot at all, and then you can rely on your sights. And they are still fairly accurate. These new little 3D models that we've got are actually quite nice. And of course, you can also have your red dot, which is like the guided rocket launcher from Half-Life. That's a classic. I actually prefer to have this on because when you're reloading in Half-Life, classically you can actually interrupt it to shoot, but because the animation actually tips the gun, you can't see where you're aiming normally. It gets a bit funny. And then you can hold it with two hands as well. We've got a torch in our left hand here. We could turn that on, and if you grip the gun, you can actually sort of guide the torch and the gun. So it's like you've got a torch mounted on your gun as well, but you can actually also steer the torch independently too. So that's pretty cool. And then of course we've got sprint, we've got crouch button in case you don't want us to crouch, because of the thing about Half-Life jumping is the crouch jump is actually used quite a lot. So jumping when crouched, and also for going through windows, crouching when jumped. So we can't get up on here, but if we crouch jump we can get up on here. So that's cool. We've also got our crowbar, of course, and we can swing our crowbar. Now we've got a mine as well. We will actually swap off the mines back to our crowbar, actually. And we'll take care of these boxes in this room. Ooh, a little bit of health, that's good. What else we got? Come here, you. This was revolutionary at the time, of course. So we're just going to clean up this room. Look at all this wood. We don't need any of this in here. So we've got plenty of mines to play with. We're actually going to go to the revolver here as well. And I just like to freehand the single-handed weapons. We can turn that torch off, we don't need that. That's the chunks. Half-Life had to be made of teeny tiny little things. Here we go, we've got some monsters going on. That guy. Oh, that guy. Shotguns. Your accuracy is pretty good in this. So we can shoot across our body. Away Wait for that reload animation. Just one lot of rocks falling out of the sky today? Alright, well, we're gonna grab some health, I guess. So this is the classic Half-Life you know and love. But now in VR. And it works really, really well. The jumping can be a bit funny, and ladders are a bit unusual. But the gameplay is tight, and I haven't thrown up, so... Whoops. So this is ladders. So the weird thing about ladders in this game is it goes on the direction that you are pointing your left hand. So if I point it down, I will go down. If I point it up, I will go up the ladder. It took me a while to work that out, actually. And it'll make you go sideways on ladders and everything as well. So we're just going to bust through here and grab our shotgun again. We'll put a few more bullets in that. Classic. How you going, buddy?
Mister, you can get the power on. That plane will take us straight to the surface.
I'm sure it will.
The long way down. Generator room. Things in the way.
Thank you. Track power is off. Okay, let's go, buddy. I'll be back to kill that thing later. You got a Geiger meter on your left hand, which will like vibrate when you're close to radiation, which is pretty cool. All right, we're just gonna go up these ladders. So you got to point our controller up. There's a bit of an issue getting started on ladders. You can get stuck, but if you crouch, it'll let you go up the ladder. So there's a couple of little bugs in this game, but otherwise, it's pretty playable. Yeah, don't worry about that. Take care of this guy. Okay, so yeah, that's quite the effective gun against these things. Magnum does a lot of damage. There we got a radio happening here, we got a little bit of a map, we got some ammunition, take all that, and then we'll fill up on health. We'll reload that as well while we're at it. Yeah, the shotgun is not great against the off-force guys. There you go. So this is the launcher that lets us set some various things like super sampling or setting our CPU, GPU up to the max to get the most performance out of it. It isn't quite 90 frames per second everywhere in the game, but it's pretty close on the Quest 2 to hitting 90. So this has been a look at Half-Life on the Quest 2. Still plays great. Not for the faint of legs, I guess. If you're a bit sensitive to VR, this game's probably going to get a bit tricky in the jumping sections at least because of that weird inertia and air control. Hey, look at this, I've got like a bit of a shadow from my hand. This is just a little launcher. This is an optional download just to get a few extra options so you can do things like this, launch some custom parameters. Yeah, and also things like blue shift and opposing force. If you buy this game on Steam, I think it's like currently a couple of bucks or like $6 and you get all of them. You then just copy the files across to your Quest using SideQuest, which you need to load all this stuff up anyway. And then boom, you'll be playing Half-Life. So Dr. Beef's done an awesome job. Dr. Beef and his crew. It's a multi-person effort. If you want, check it out on SideQuest, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!